everyone. My name is JIEUN RYU, and I'm a lecturer in business entrepreneurship at the University of Northampton in the UK. And today I'd like to share my research project on social enterprises and then community engagement activities in Northampton in the UK. So I'd like to share a little bit of research background. So this research is not theory-driven, but field and observation-driven. And then this research project started since I joined Northampton last year, September. And then I was involved in different social enterprises activities and teaching, research, and community engagement enormously. So I participated in several events with local social entrepreneurs, and I had some opportunities to observe what is really going on in the field. So Northamptonshire is a county in East Midland of England, and then it's 1 hour far away from London. And Northampton is over there in the center of the Northamptonshire County, and it's central town of Northamptonshire. And in Northampton, there are over 150 registered social enterprises, including community interest company, limited company, and cooperative. And then there are over 250 registered charities. And the university is also actively engaging with local social enterprises. The University of Northampton is the first Ashoka campus in the UK. And that we have Institute for Social Innovation Impact. And that in this institute, we are producing social impact measurement reports with local social enterprises. Now, there are several social enterprise modules. We have master's course in social innovation, and the university invests a lot of money in social enterprise research. We have PhD students who are studying local social enterprises and the social enterprise ecosystem. Currently, we are also working on a research project called Social Innovation and Social Entrepreneurship Research and Teaching Landscape, funded by the British Council. So Northampton is very active and in social entrepreneurship. But before I joined Northampton, I was kind of worried because of this news. So Northamptonshire County Council is bankrupt. So they basically failed. Yes, and that means the government had to cut off some budget for voluntary sectors and social enterprises as well. So I was really worried if these social entrepreneur activities are really going well. How are they really overcoming this kind of political and economic challenges in the field? So that's how I started this research. So I collected some legal documents, news articles, and reports, and I also interviewed some local social entrepreneurs and directors of charities, voluntary organizations, and even politicians. Then we are planning to do some survey about how they collaborate together to overcome these kind of challenges. And then I also participated some events. So I found that this research is still ongoing. We haven't finished yet, but I want to share what is really going on so far. And the failure of the government is very sad. But ironically, these local social entrepreneurs started talking to each other, and they started looking for some collaborative opportunities in the field. So they held some more meetings and events, and they're going to organize a market day so they can showcase their products and services to public. And then there are more trade activities are going on between local social enterprises. So for example, I organized this focus group event with local social entrepreneurs, academics, researchers, and directors of voluntary sector organizations in March. And in total, 33 people attended this meeting, and then they shared what kind of challenges they're facing and what they like to do to overcome these challenges. And it was very interesting because many people said that it was really difficult to get together at one place like this. But they said, because we really want to have a space to share these challenges with each other. And then they were also waiting for someone to organize this kind of event for themselves. So they mentioned a lot about the role of universities, and that they think universities can actually work as a connector and the central networking organizations for local social entrepreneurs. So it was very interesting. And then after this meeting, we applied for a social enterprise place. So in the UK, we have this organization, Social Enterprise UK. It's a non-profit networking organization for social enterprises. And they also provide a certification for social enterprise place at town and county and city level. Yes. And then we collected some opinions from local social entrepreneurs and then wrote down everything in the application and then applied for this social enterprise place. And in June 2019, Northampton is officially recognized as a social enterprise place by the Social Enterprise UK. And then again, interestingly, local social entrepreneurs try to submit an application to this organization before the county council failed, but it didn't happen because they didn't see a reason for doing it. But really ironically, because there are some big political challenges, they really want to push it forward. So currently, there are 29 social enterprises in the UK, including Northampton, and that we are quite closely working with Oxford because that's one of the close town to Northampton. That we also invited social entrepreneurs who are working in Oxford and then share some experiences of working on this application and working together with other social entrepreneurs as a social enterprise town. So, and next finding is that although the government failed, it doesn't mean they are useless. So social entrepreneurs, they still look for some institutional support from the council, but it's more like a physical support rather than financial support. So they go to the council and then ask them, could we use your empty space? And then we want to use this empty space for our office. And then they make that kind of deals with the council. And then local social entrepreneurs, they apply for external grants and then funding a lot these days. And then they always ask the local council to provide a support letter for them. And again, the expectations for the university in supporting social enterprise activities have increased because they need a central networking organization who can connect them with each other. So now the university is trying to communicate with local social entrepreneurs more than before, and that we are recognizing how the role of the university is so important, especially in Northamptonshire, because we are the only university in that area. And also some expectations for an external organization have increased because there are limited budgets from the government for voluntary sectors. So, for example, we are working with the Big Issue Foundation. The Big Issue Foundation came to Northampton and they're helping us to create trade space and market space between local social enterprises. So they're trying to exchange their goods and services more locally than before. So, of course, this is an ongoing project, and then I will do more data collection and then survey and then interviews. But I think from this research project, more important implication would be not only the government can do the important role in promoting social enterprise activities, but actually local social entrepreneurs, they have their own roles that they can play in the field. Yeah, I will investigate more how these local social entrepreneurs are overcoming these challenges all together and then create collective impacts in their community. Yes. I think that's it. Thank you very much.